Join me as I take on the challenge of finding the fastest way to get useful Google Analytics 4 data. Let's see if I can crack the code. Google Analytics 4 is a powerful tool that's essential for any digital marketer or business owner who wants to measure website performance. It's free, it's powerful, but it certainly can be confusing. The truth is that it's not as intuitive to set up Google Analytics 4 as it was to set up the Universal Analytics version. Yet it's packed with useful features that can help you understand your audience, track your website's performance, and optimize your marketing campaigns. But with great power comes great complexity, and many users struggle to extract useful data from the platform. So a lot of marketers have simply avoided it. Now, one of the biggest challenges of using Google Analytics 4 is navigating its interface. There are so many metrics, dimensions, and reports to choose from that it can be overwhelming. You might find yourself asking, what do all these numbers mean? Or how do I even find out what I'm looking for? And if you're like most users, you probably spend more time trying to figure out what report to run rather than actually analyzing the data. Another common issue is needing to do proactive setup in Google Analytics 4 to make it useful for your company. The default reports in Google Analytics 4 don't usually provide you the insights you need without setting up things like custom events, dimensions, and metrics. However, with Google Analytics 4, you can track almost anything, but this means you're often left with a ton of data that's not actionable or relevant to your business goals. You might have to dig deep into the platform to find the information you're looking for, and even then, you might not be able to get a clear picture of what's happening with your website or app. And let's be honest, who has the time to sift through all the data? You want to be able to make quick decisions, not spend hours poring over reports. And that's where our Google Analytics 4 Quick Start courses come in. Instead of trying to figure it all out on your own, we've got you covered. Let me show you how we can help you get useful data from GA4 in a breeze. Let me show you exactly what you're going to get with our GA4 Quick Start bundle. So the first course is introducing and setting up GA4. So it's not just a bunch of theory. It's actually just the facts that you need to know about starting with GA4. Then we get right into using your measurement strategy, taking a tour of GA4 so you're comfortable, what setups you need to do. And then also, since we recorded this live originally, there's a whole Q&A. So if your questions aren't answered in the videos, they'll be answered right in the QA. And then there's a quiz to test your knowledge as well. So you can see there's a quiz to test your knowledge at the end of it. So if you wanted to go through, you can see this is all done in less than 60 minutes. That's our strict rule. It has to be done there. But we're talking about setting up or showing you what settings to click on, what the settings mean, giving you everything you need to get that result. And so this isn't like a 7-hour setup course. We're just getting it in place right away. Then we're going into how do you use the reports? What do you do when things are coming forward, when they're in place? What should your strategy be? So we talk about strategy because, as I mentioned earlier, if you don't have a strategy, GA4 is not going to give you anything that you need. You need to do some configuration. You need to be clear about your strategy, the basics of what reports are going to be in there, how these things work, and then even how to customize your reports. How do you get questions to your answers to your questions, which if you followed our measurement marketing framework, you know that's really important, is that you need answers. How do you build your favorite reports? How do you customize the reporting interface to match that using the report library? That's a really cool thing you can do. A quiz to test your knowledge as well to make sure that you understand and retain the information. And there's the using reports. And then the last one in this bundle is improving attribution. So how does attribution work? Understanding how do they take credit for sales? What source of traffic gets credit for sales? How to do cross-domain tracking. This is a really difficult thing to do for people to understand on their own, but we make it easy in this video. How to use UTMs. UTMs, if you're not sure what a UTM is, it's the most useful part of Google Analytics, and it makes all your traffic sources really more effective. And then even our own proprietary tool, one to help you build them, that we're giving you the tool in this course. But not only that, but also how you should name them, because it makes a big difference if you name them the right way. Then there's also the Q&A recording in there, and then there's the quiz at the end. And so if you can complete all the quizzes, you are going to get our little badge showing that you've completed the GA4 Quick Starts, and that is something that you can use as a way to indicate that you have gone and done what you needed to do to be dangerous with GA4. You didn't make a lot of the common mistakes or fall into the pitfalls. You did everything you need to do to get started with GA4. This is the fastest way to do it. Not a lot of trial and error. It's just go right to the source and do what you're doing. And as I mentioned, we we are updating these courses as GA4 changes. And so what's in here right now may iterate and improve over time, but it's always going to be 60 minutes to get the answers you need per course. We're going to help you progress. You can install and set up in the first one. You can get reports in the second one, and then you can actually make sure that you're getting the right data into your reports in the third one. And that is what you need to do to 80/20 your Google Analytics. Now you know how to make GA4 more useful. And with Google Analytics 4 constantly evolving, it means there are new features and updates being added all the time. We are frequently updating our Quick Start courses as well to make sure you're able to keep up with the latest trends and best practices. And when you purchase our Google Analytics 4 Quick Start courses, you enjoy lifetime access and updates. The fastest way to access actionable data in Google Analytics 4 is by taking our Quick Start courses. By focusing on the metrics that matter the most to your business, you can optimize your marketing through data and drive real results. And the best part is you don't need to be a Google Analytics expert to do it. With our Quick Start course, you can have immediate access to the insights that you need to take your marketing to the next level. So what's the takeaway from all this? The key to getting useful Google Analytics 4 data quickly is to focus on the features that matter the most and to use them in a way that's tailored to your business needs. By joining our Quick Start course, you can stop feeling overwhelmed by the platform and start making data-driven decisions that drive real results. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave a comment below with your experiences using Google Analytics 4. Have you struggled with getting useful data from the platform? What are some of your favorite features or tips for getting the most out of it? Let me know, and be sure to check out our Google Analytics 4 Quick Start courses at measureu.com/GA4QS. That's GA, the number 4, and then QS for Quick Start.